we have to look at other aspects of the leaf. We have our focus at this time on the margin, the leaf margin, that is the edge. Look at this, the leaf here, the edge of this leaf here is smooth. The edge is smooth. We say it has an entire margin. Now look at this one. The edge is not smooth. You can see the edge here. Say that it is dented. The edge is dented. So we have dented margin. Then we have entire margin, where the margin is smooth. Now, in terms of dented margin, we have different types of dented margins. I want you to research on. There are different types of dented margin or margins. So carry out your own research. I can give you the names and you find out what kind of dented margins we have. We have serrate margin, prenate margin, and dentate margin. These are different types of dented margins. I want you to research on and also give examples of plants where those kinds of leaves can be found. Again, serrate, dented, prenate, dented, dentate, dented. These are all different types of dented margins. So that is for your research. Then, looking at the leaf margin again, let's look at this one. The one we have here. You can see the margin here is also dented. But you can see it's dented, but it's dented further in than we have it here. You can see dented further in into the leaf than we have it here. Here, to look at here, it's dented further in. You can see here, it's dented just further into the leaf. So we call this kind of dented margin, we call it pinnately partite. This one we call it pinnately partite. It's dented further in, more than we have it here, but then it doesn't get all the way to about half. It's dented just less than half towards the center of the leaf. So it's called pinnately partite indent, less than half to the center. But then there are other leaves. If you look at the margin, you find that there are some that are actually dented all the way to almost half of the leaf towards the center. That has a name. You can also find that out. When it's dented towards the center halfway, it has a name. We call that pinnately fit indent. Now when it's dented to the center all the way, if it is dented all the way to the center, that also has a name. It's called pinnately sect. That means it's dented all the way to the center. Pinnately sect. But when it's dented more than half into the center, if it's dented more than half into the center, it has a name. We call that pinnately lobed indent. pinnately lobed indent. That means it is dented to the center, more than half into the center. That's pinnately lobed indent. So I've told you about the different ways the leaf has dented margins. The one here, call it pinnately partite indent. Pinnately partite indent, then pinnately feed, pinnately lobed, and then we have pinnately set. Now why do we say pinnately? You can see it's not from a particular point. So let's look at another kind of leaf margin, how the margin is dented.